promised, it took me a while, I know, but I just set this one up. I've got tons of guitars always to set up, and I prioritize the ones I know I'm going to sell. And so sometimes other ones sit around for a couple of weeks till I get round to them. But anyway, I've finally done a setup on this one. This is the first of the Harley Bentons that I did the unboxing video of about a month ago, and there was some excitement about that, and I promised that I would do a review of each one. This is the first one. This is a regular 6-string electric guitar. It is the SHS MN Emerald. This is the new Harley Benton model. It comes in a variety of models. I'll give you a close-up of it. So it's the Emerald. It's kind of a flamey kind of deal, with a really nice board, maple board. This one's lacquered. It's not as nice as the Alan Eden guitar that I showed you in the last video. And there's the headstock, and it's got the emerald quilting faced deal there. Back of the headstock, nicely carved, interesting shape. It's got this string tree bar on it, which I don't particularly like. If I was keeping this guitar, I'd take that off and put proper string trees on it. You see that at the top there? Some people like these guitars, some people don't. I've seen good and bad reviews, mostly good. Mostly from the German guys on YouTube. Some number or other, and the other fella, I can't remember his name right now, which is terrible because he's a really good bloke. There's a couple of them that do a lot of reviews on Harley Bentons, even going to the Harley Benton factory in Germany, which is, you know, helpful if you're going to put an order in. What I do with Harley Bentons, and I'm letting you know my secret here, order 3 of them. You know, if you're in the UK or in the US, order 3 of them and they'll give you their international shipping rate of $35 for 3 guitars. That's insane. That's a great deal. So that's what I do. I order 3. Last time I ended up selling all 3. I kept a couple for a while and then let them go. On this order, this is probably the one that's going to go. Not because I don't like it. I do like it. And my one criticism of Harley Benton, which is on the Thomann website, they're distributed by the German company Thomann. My one criticism of them is actually nothing to do with design. It has to do with their website. When you order a guitar on their website and it arrives, it doesn't look like the photo on the website. I've had this happen a couple of times now. The photo of this looked a lot better on the website than it does in real person, and I don't know if this will apply to you, but this is too close to camo, to camouflage finish. It's just not quite my thing. It's a nicely capped guitar. I believe that it's heavy, so it's mahogany with a quilted top, a cap. You can see the cap on the side there, how thick it is. It's not a veneer, it's an actual proper cap. It is fluted, in other words it does have the scoop away on the top for the arm coming over. It's nicely shaped all the way around. You can see the back there, you can see the shaping on the back. It's a nice block, and I like the way they did the 4 screws there in the bottom. Slightly staggered, it's not a square, you know, for more rigidity and stable connection. It's very standard in terms of pickups. I'm not going to get into the pickups because, you know, every time you start talking about pickups with guitar players, you start a war. You get 20 guitar players and they all have different favorite pickups. So I think the stock pickups on these are decent. And I think that a lot of your sound has to do with your amp and your outboard gear anyway. These sound good. They still got the plastic on them, so they sound good even with the plastic on them. It's the SHS setup, which is also in the model number, you know, which is the, sorry, HSH, so it's humbucker, single coil humbucker. This does have a trem on it, and I do actually think it's licensed by Floyd Rose. I think so. And then the typical setup here with tone, volume, and then a kill switch also here, which is nice. It has one of those rotary wheel type truss rod things here, if you like those. Those are starting to show up more and more on contemporary guitars. The wood in the neck's really nice. It looks like a really nice piece of maple, rock maple, I would imagine. And these are made in Indonesia, not China. So the pickups say Roswell, and I've again seen reviews praising Roswell and reviews saying get them out and mod it with your own pickups. I'll leave that up to you. And the tuners are fairly standard, nothing, no brand name, but they are actually locking tuners. If you can see the back there, they actually put locking tuners on this thing, probably because it has a tremolo system on it. And I didn't put the bar in to demo that for you. But yeah, I had to monkey around quite a bit with the, you know, with the getting it the intonation right and getting the string heights right, which is par for the course. I do that with almost every electric guitar that I get. I particularly like a rather low action on electric guitars. You know, again, it's subjective. Some people might like it a bit higher, some people might really like it hot rodded and get it as low as you can. Get that board really flat. So it's I think it's a good good bass point for a guitar. It's pretty well made. If you like the finish, and that's the deal for me. If you like the finish, I think these are great guitars. And again, they do this in a blue and I think in an amber, maybe one or two other varieties. But you know, I've played Harley Bentons for a while, and I do think these are a step up in production. I think they're really nicely made. I really like the neck on this. And I do think the body is nicely put together. I just don't particularly care for that finish. It's just, you know, a personal preference sort of thing. But I think these guitars are great just to buy and use as stock. For the money, I think these are probably with shipping going to be around $275, $300 for one of these, which isn't bad really, considering, you know, the appointments on it. Guitars at that price don't usually have the kill switch on them. Guitars at that price don't usually have HSH or Floyd or a really nice maple neck. I mean, a lot of times when you pick up an electric guitar in this price range, you know, it's bog standard rosewood neck, 2 humbuckers, and very, very simple controls, and certainly not this sort of flamey finish with a proper cap on the top as opposed to a veneer. So you know, all in all, I think this is a nice addition to their roster, and you know, I think you could do a lot worse for the money than pick one of these up. I did a little bit of recording with this one, and it sounds great. You know, I've tested it out in terms of clean, dirty, different amps. I think it performs really well. I will say that I prefer the neck on that Alan Eden I showed you in the last video, because I don't really like lacquer on the neck. I prefer plain wood. That's just a personal preference thing. But there you go. There's the Harley Benton SHS, or I never get it right, MN Emerald model. And if you go to Thomann website, you can find the different variations of this. Order 3 of them, sell 2 to your friends, and you get an amazing deal on the international shipping. I'll probably list this one too if anyone's interested. I'll throw it up on my Reverb page probably the next week or so. This one's fully set up, and I'll probably find a gig bag for it as well. So there you go, the first of the Harley Bentons. I'll be back with the other 2 in the next couple of videos. See you next time.